if you, Brian, doesn't want to get married, no one should have to convince you as long as you're transparent about that. That's just one of your dating preferences that women can either take or leave. You might have a slightly harder time finding a solid, more trad, non-strumpet woman, though.
Non-strumpet.
Non-304.
Oh, okay.
But I use strumpet instead.
Yeah.
It's a little more polite.
Since slightly, maybe, yeah.
A bit more polite.
Yeah. I don't see the issue with you not wanting to get married. I mean, basically what I said, yeah.
But you said I should, as long as you're transparent about it.
As long as like a woman knows if like somebody's dating for marriage. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're like engaging in a relationship with someone, you see it going somewhere, and like I feel like you guys should, and in any relationship, you should know what you're looking for.
Do you guys? So just to give you guys context, if you don't know, I don't see myself ever getting married. Not to say that I don't want to have. Well, I do want to have a long-term relationship. I could date the same person for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, monogamous, have kids, etc. Just don't want to have the marriage, the get the state involved, the government involved. So with that said, do you think that I have a duty when I'm starting to date a girl early on to be transparent and disclose this to a girl?
I think once you're dating, then yeah.
Once dating, but not like early on. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's a weird thing to mention on the first date. That would honestly scare a girl away because why are you already talking about marriage? But maybe after like 4 years, you should mention it.
But wouldn't that make you non-traditional?
One second. Here, excuse. Show me the photos. Here, give your take.
I'm getting older, so I think anyone that I'm with or that's with me, we should be straight up. We should tell exactly what we're looking for, and if they're not interested, that's the end of it. So I think you should be completely transparent from the get-go, like first date, say, this is what I'm looking for, you're not interested, then that's that.
But are you going to answer my question?
What's your question?
So wouldn't that make you non-traditional, though?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So you're not traditional.
So in some ways I'm traditional, in other ways I'm not.
Okay, so bring it back. The last couple of podcasts I was here, I said the same thing. I said in some ways I'm traditional, in some ways I'm not. And you got on my ass about it, and you were like, nope, you can't be one or the other. So now I'm just here to say...
Did I say that, though?
Yes, you
I
did.
think you're misrepresenting
So I'm finally here to say on social media that gotcha there, and it's perfectly okay.
Well, hold on. Let's
It's perfectly
whoa,
okay. Like, I still have love for you,
I
and
will engage with
we
you
agree on that
this.
part. I love
Well,
that.
there's a
That's
bit of
growth
a
right
difference,
there.
though.
We got a connection.
There's a bit of a difference. So, while I don't want to get married, I'm perfectly, I'm very much interested in and can have a long-term monogamous relationship that may or may not involve children. Perhaps you could say that this is not traditional, but I don't know if it's a fair comparison because you are a prostitute.
Okay, but still.
So, and I'm not saying that to insult you, but I'm just stating.
But it's still
fact.
Non-traditional.
Yeah,
it's
but
still
it's
non-traditional value.
Yeah, but it's a little different.
Just so is mine.
It's a little different. Hold on, but the degree to which you are non-traditional.
It doesn't matter. It's still non-traditional. A traditional value would be to get married and to not have sex with anybody before marriage and to get married to that person.
Yeah, and I have, and
yeah,
I
so that's
have
traditional
no problems.
value.
I have no problems with premarital sex. So yes, you're right. It is non-traditional.
So, but that's all I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
That you're non-traditional in some aspects,
the difference
and that's
is,
okay.
But the difference is that I don't really claim to be this like stalwart. Is that the right fucking word?
Well, no one's saying that you are.
I don't claim to be some super trad guy.
Nobody's saying you are. I was just pointing it out that was pretty cool and
Not
interesting.
stalwart. I use that word incorrectly, sort of. Sort of? Maybe. Hold on. More definitions. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways, go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, I don't know if it was really a gotcha though.
But it was like a good point of growth right there. Like, I don't know. It was great.
It was a point of growth.
It was like a good point right there. Yeah. Like you
For
just
your
said that
point?
kind of traditional, kind of not. And I was like, that's exactly something that I said from the last podcast.
So here's, for example, you might be like, well, Brian, can you really demand a traditional woman then? But here's the thing.
No,
right?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes people will say, well, Brian, you want a trad woman. But it's like, I will date a woman who will have premarital sex in the same way that I have premarital sex.
Yeah.
You could say it's non-traditional to have premarital sex.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what.
But like, that maps on 1-to-1. Whereas like, you say
okay, but
but you say I want.
You're trying to dig deeper than where it has to go. I'm not trying to say anything. No, but you want to go deeper than what it is. I'm just saying that we can both agree that we can't agree.
Okay, we can't agree.
And I know, and that's fine too. But we can move on from this because that's all I have to say.
No, but I'll engage with it a little bit. So I can't agree because the degree to which engaging in sex work, prostitution, that is such a degree of non-traditional.
But you can't be a non-trad guy and say, hey, that's not traditional either when you're not traditional. You know what I mean? So it's like.
But okay, hold on. I can call out if
What's your take on this?
No, hold on.
Ma'am?
Stop.
I will answer after Brian answers.
Stop. Okay. So you will say, for example, here's my expectations of a guy. And you'll say, well, I want these sorts of traditional things in a guy. And I think in the previous show I pointed out, well, you have these expectations of traditional treatment from men, but you're engaged in work, you do OnlyFans, I don't know if you do sugar daddy stuff, you do all this stuff, right? And so, that's not really, doesn't really mesh.
But I said that if I were to be in a relationship with a guy, that I wouldn't want my boyfriend wanting me to do those things anyways. So that's where I told you that I was partial traditional and partial not. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't really date.
Okay, cool.
No, and that's
fine.
Exactly what I was saying.
Good convo, good talk.
Great.
Good. It was
Are
good.
you
It was
done?
a good talk. Are you done?
I am, but that's all I wanted to point out.
All
and
right,
then
stop flirting
you
with
have
me.
to keep
Jeez, relax, Lexi.
me flirting with you? Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
relax,
never.
Take it easy. All right, jeez. All right. Okay, let's going back to Ava's notes. The marriage thing. I don't know if we finished up fully on that.
Damn, girl, you wrote a lot.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
I thought everybody did.
So you said I should. So you think I should be transparent?
Yeah. I mean,
Like
and I
first date.
didn't say, I'm not saying come out on the very first date and be like, I refuse to get married, but just if you begin casually dating someone, you could see it going somewhere. I think it should be something
You're right.
they're aware of, and then I think that it's totally fine.